So a lot in the health tech
Yes.
space and product space. Are there any services-based businesses that you would consider investing in? And
Yeah,
what is the criteria for someone with a services-based business?
that's a great question. And even when you open up this podcast, I was hoping you'd bring it up. Tough one. Because when you think about valuations, right? Services they just don't get the same types of valuations. They don't have the same, I don't know, I'd say market potential, vast potential of kind of acquirers, because to take on a services business, the margins are typically, not nearly what a product or SaaS business has. Business when I say SaaS.
Hmm.
Um, and how many, strategic owners care about services businesses? Again, margins aren't as good. It's maybe not the same kind of accretive, repeat revenue kind of structure that you can have. So would we be open to it if it looked strong, if it looked like something that, a really good path for scale, and we saw, some really good data points? Sure, we'd be open to looking at it. Something so far that we've invested in, I will say, some of the invest in have a services component, right?
Hmm.
And a lot of times a services component can be a really great approach to whether you're funding the business or you're learning a lot. But then a lot of people are going to productize or, create something that doesn't require so much of the services because of those margins, because of the profitability. And I've worked with businesses that have, a component, so I know it well. It kind of kills me when a business approaches us for funding and it's a women's community, their services, and they say, hey, would you give us funding? And it's tough because I know the business so well and I know how tough it is from a, whether it's scaling or profitability. And so it kind of kills me to not fund those types of businesses. But at the same time, we're marrying, deeply driven mission. And by the way we operate, we're giving so much. It is really, quality investments, just given how we operate. And so we can't say, well, we love you so much, we're just going to invest. We have to see the upside. We have to see the potential exit. Who knows, maybe we acquire a services business at some point, right? It's not that services businesses aren't great, but typically that venture trajectory we're looking for.